Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage Jewelry. My name is Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirit and my intuition and tarot to communicate energies to you, the viewer. I have a series of 2 videos that I am going to upload back to back that are very similar. And this video will be about the person on your mind. It doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It could be anyone on your mind and how you actually see them and versus how they think you see them, okay? And the second video will be about how the person on your mind, again, could be anyone, how you think they see you and how they actually see you. So we're kind of flipping the script. This will be about how you see the person on your mind and how they think you see them. And if there is anything romantic about it, I will certainly pick it up, but it's not intended to be that way. So we'll see however it comes out, okay? And you could certainly be tapping into a pile that is more leaning towards your perception on the flip side. So just kind of take whatever messages are resonating for you, and could very well be the second video is more in line with your energy versus this video. So we'll see how it works out. But we have 3 piles or picks to choose from here. So for the first pick, you got this stone right here. For pile number 1, pile number 2, you have this stone right here. And then pile number 3, you have this stone right here. Okay, so feel free to pause this video, use your intuition, and pick whichever one you are drawn to. And the timestamp will be in the description box and in the pinned comment below. I'll see you at your pick. Hello, my gorgeous. Pile number 1, if you pick this stone right here, then this will be your reading. Super excited to get into this reading. We'll be taking a look at how you see the person on your mind and how they think you see them. Okay, so this is intended to be how you see your person, and this is how they think you see them. Okay, but could be flipped. And like I mentioned in the intro, I will be doing a second video, and that will be about the person on your mind, could be anybody, and how you think they see you and how they actually see you. So we're just flipping the script to see how these energies come out. So you might find messages in multiple piles, energy fluctuates, and certainly can be certain period of time in which your connection changes in energy frequency. So you could definitely be resonating with more than one pile, but we will take a look at how you are actually seeing your person. Okay, so here we have Never Ending Story with the number 37. And I haven't looked at these oracles, I just literally shuffle them. However they came out is what you're seeing here. Okay, Electra, the Awakener, rise. Out of the ashes I rise like the golden sun. Wow. I'm always amazed at how beautiful the artwork is on these oracle cards. All right, so we have Engineer, light attributes, ability to give creative energy, a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas, and then the Shadow attribute, reliance on mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences. Here we have Panther. And here we have Armadillo Spirit, set healthy boundaries with the number 3. And Expansion. And we have here Coagulation. And the Bardo. And we have Children. Your love life is being affected by children. Okay. So, how you see this person, how you actually see this person. I feel like there is a connection here that you've known this person for a while, okay? And I feel like this person hasn't really changed all that much from when you first met them. And I feel like there is an expectation here of you wanting this person to suddenly change or expand or go after what it is that they want. And I feel like there is almost a seeing this person as safe and intelligent, but there's something about this person that you feel they let life kind of get in the way of them passionately going after desires. And they don't appear to be somebody who is very intense or passionate or driven by sporadic decisions or desires. They tend to be somebody who is pretty contained and maybe held back, and maybe in the connection with you, you have kind of always not always, but you have like a, or at least you used to have an expectation of this person that they would eventually expand or grow out of how they are, or learn different ways of engaging in how they approach life. Because I feel like you feel this person is playing it safe, and I feel like you've almost resigned to the fact that this person is just kind of how they are. And yeah, I feel like this person, you feel like this person isn't a whole lot of fun. Like this person is always kind of in their more responsible nature. And there's something also very kind of protective about this person when it comes to themselves, or they get defensive. Yeah, they get defensive if you try to give them any sort of suggestions or hint at what they're doing might be limiting themselves in some sort of way. And there's a sense here of them being fairly traditional and safe. Again, like safe as in not really wanting to take a whole lot of risks. And I feel like you know that there is this desire, this bubbling personality underneath everything that has the potential to be more or display more, for this person to go after passions. But this person has been fairly limited by their own limitations, I feel. Okay. Yeah, almost like this person has a lot of responsibility, or they're always engaged in being accountable and responsible and not allowing themselves to lighten up or enjoy the moment. And they take things very seriously, and it's difficult to get this person to kind of break out. And it almost feels as though you can't quite, I don't know, I feel like there's an imbalance here of what it is that you're wanting or needing this person to provide to you. They tend to be focused on more practical things. And when it comes to feeding your what it is you need from them in this connection. This person seems to be a little withdrawn, a little aloof, a little bit guarded, but I tend to think that this person isn't guarded to shut you out. They're kind of just guarded because they are, and it's not even guarded, it's just this person is very practical and like they are disconnected from their emotions, is kind of what I'm seeing you perceive this person to be. Okay. And maybe you feel like they have blocks in which they haven't really allowed themselves to heal from in order to let energy flow into them truly being able to tap into their heart energy, their emotions, and their passions and their desires. They kind of keep things at bay to keep it safe. And potentially, this could be something that they've carried with them for quite some time here. Okay. And I feel like your energy is coming through a little bit here as maybe you used to want to have them see the light or try to shake them up or try to communicate this, but I feel like a lot of you guys have just resigned to the fact that this person is kind of in this mode or modality. And yeah, so I don't know if this is the person on your mind, but if this sounds like how you feel about somebody in your life right now, this is the message that's coming through. Okay. So let's take a look at, how they think you see them, and then we'll pull some tarot. All right, so I didn't want to spend too much time on how you perceive them. This is kind of more for confirmation so that you know whether this is the person you're thinking about here. Okay, this really feels to me like an ex energy or somebody you might have been working on or with for quite some time, and then now it feels very, I don't know, like you're resigned to this person's way. Felt pretty platonic. Okay, so how they think you see them, we have fork in the road with the number 13. Alcyone 12, the huntress quest. The Pleiades light my quest to be wild and free. Angel, light attribute, helping those in need with no expectation of return. Shadow attributes, acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. Electric eel spirit, bring your ideas to life with the number 24. Crocodile. Soulmate. Past life relationship, you have known each other before. The great work. And the seed. Okay, kind of similar to how you're seeing this person, except a little bit different. I don't know that this person all feels your frustration with them all that much. I was just sensing that you're kind of not, maybe at one point you were frustrated with your person, but I felt like you're kind of more resigned to the fact that that was your person and accepting them. But I feel like this being how your person thinks you see them, that yes, they feel as though you're seeing them as someone who hasn't chosen to be wild and free and go after passions and be fiery, and that they've decided to live a life of, like, they made the decision almost. But I feel like the difference is you feel as though this is just this person, but they feel like you think they actively chose to live a more responsible life and being more dedicated to maybe servicing others and being more in control and responsible rather than going after their own desires and passions. And they do sense that maybe there's a part of you that sees them like somebody who hasn't been following up on their passions and their desires. They feel a very deep connection with you. I feel almost like a strong family member. Like they really feel like you're their brother, their sister, their somebody who's been in their life and very solid that they could rely on for I mean, despite looking at this picture here with the past life relationship, I feel like they feel like you're safe and that they could rely on you. They also feel like you feel as though they are kind of a work in progress, or that they've been trying to work on themselves to change things about themselves here, or the side of them that hasn't been all that spontaneous or wild or passionate, and that they are developing this, okay, and that they're still working towards developing and nurturing this side of them. I think you might see them as somebody who is quite temperamental at times, and who, when they do come out of their, I was going to say more robotic nature, or I guess their more standard nature of how they tend to come out only when they are expressing anger or distaste in something. Okay, but I feel like they have this understanding that, I mean, this is how they think you perceive them. So they may feel as though you have a deep connection, or that you feel like you're tied to this person, or that you're obligated to be tied to this person due to this past life connection, and that you're seeing them as somebody who is, yeah, working towards changing aspects of themselves that they've actively at one point chose to be more straight and narrow, more responsible and accountable, and not very yeah, wild or free, or going after their passions and their desires. But I feel like this energy is giving me a feeling of them feeling like there's potential still, and there's like an early birth, and that there's room to nurture and grow, or you feel like this about this person. And I was feeling more from your energy that you've kind of resigned to the fact that this person is kind of missed the opportunity with you anyway, or in your lifetime, or of what you were experiencing with this person. But I feel like this person thinks there is this opportunity now for them to show you, or that they're going to show you the side of them that you've been flagging them about, or that they want it, that you've told them that you wanted them to be. Okay, so that's interesting. Yeah, definitely feel it. This person to me feels like they don't want to let you down, and I feel like this person is willing to step outside of who they are to make you happy, but they feel like if they were to step outside of who they are, and you saw that side of them, and them not being comfortable in that energy, that it would be more disastrous, or it would cause harm to the connection. So they choose to maintain a level of authenticity in who they are, even though there is a recognition here that you desire more, or that you, yeah, that there's something here that they're not able to give to you, or that they're not able to be, that you want them to be like. So I feel like they lean into how they are even more. And I think this causes that frustration, because the more they're pushed to be who they're not, the more they kind of lean into who they are. but I feel like there is a desire here for this person to be who you want them to be. They just don't know how, and they kind of keep resorting back because, yeah, they feel like if they were to fail or if they were to do that, it would make you more yeah, I don't know. They just feel like you probably wouldn't like that because they would feel fake or like that's not who they are. So they're not even stepping into that energy, okay? Very interesting. Hopefully that made sense to some of you guys. Let me pull some tarot because we'll get some more about this person and how they think you see them, just to see if we get any confirmation from tarot or from spirit in the tarot, and then we'll pull some advice here for you. Okay, spirit, thank you so much for that message, and thank you so much, pile number 1, for allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy of you and your person. Can we please take a look at the person on pile number 1's mind and how they think pile number 1 sees them? How does pile number 1's person think they see them? Clear and concise. Thank you so much, spirits. Let's flip these over. 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. Wow, we were seeing these soulmate cards coming out there. The Empress, 6 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. Okay. I feel like this is potentially a mother of your child or your mother figure or someone who is safe in your life, maybe even a sister, but this person feels like they have a very strong family connection to you, okay? And there is a deep love, but they feel like here, because this is how they think you perceive them, they see you perceiving them as someone safe, somebody who is balanced, somebody who's always there for them, for you, somebody who's always there for you, who you were able to build with, who is able to be balanced when it comes to a give and take. However, they feel like they are challenged in giving you anything more than what they have given you so far. So they feel like they've given you safety is coming through very strongly, and they've built a story with you when it comes to coming together and nurturing in a motherly way and being very caring and loving and giving and reciprocating a gentleness and maybe even practical things as well here. I feel like this person feels like when it comes to love, they feel like they've been able to give at a balanced, now not balanced as in the same energy you're giving them, but balanced as in like they've been loving, okay? But when it comes to practical things, they feel like they have been able to be very solid in building a foundation of this connection between you and this person. They've been generous and they've been receptive, okay? But I feel like they think that you are definitely challenged with the fact that this person is kind of stuck and not being able to progress from a level right now in which they're at, okay? That's the energy I'm feeling, and naturally these cards, I mean, are very beautiful with the 10 of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups, the Empress. We saw soulmates, we see the 6 of Pentacles. Like, these are beautiful cards here. I feel like there might be a sense of sadness and maybe even in denial in this person about facing how it is that you see them. I think they also want to believe or want to see something deeper than what they have provided, or they care to believe that there is something deeper here, and that they, in their mind, I feel they energetically want to provide something deeper, but I feel like they are saddened by the fact that they aren't able to provide something deeper than a Two of Cups. Yeah. Okay, so let's get some advice here for pile number 1. Beautiful pile number 1. What do we have? We have emergence with the number 25. The frequency of emergence invites us to approach a reality with a childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment, and to watch and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from that place. I feel like there is a change maybe in how you might have used to been more accepting of this person's way, which would allow them to kind of come out or try things differently. But I feel like this person has closed themselves off a little, because I feel like they really do not want to disappoint you. And I feel like with this emergence card, I think Spirit is just wanting you to maybe remove your emotions or your past experience with this person to see how you can view them. If there is a desire for this person to step out of whatever state that they're in. Okay. Gaia here with the number 28, or Gaia. It says the frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to Great Mother and to the universe that birthed us all. Yeah, so I don't know why I'm picking up that maybe you're disappointed, or they feel like you're disappointed in them. And again, Spirit is reminding you that, you know, everyone is connected, and maybe whatever you're kind of disappointed by in this person is energetically impacting how this connection flows. And whatever maybe you're disappointed in them might be a reflection of something that is also birthed in you, or somehow found in you in some place in you. Okay. And here we have synergy with the number 41. The frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that new yet exciting co-creations can give birth to a new reality. Yeah, I feel like the whole reading, I was getting like this person thinking in a certain way, more in a safe type way, and different than how you come out and how you think and work and love and show love and function. So I feel like there is this reminder to see things and accept things from someone else's point of view of how it is that they are, how they show love, or how they're maybe struggling with showing love, or their inability to be as to show things in the same way that maybe you show things, because there is this maybe not, it says here, not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions that will result in new ways of functioning and working and loving and being. So if there is this way to co-create or work together to accept the differences which you guys bring in this connection, but I do sense that there is something missing here for you in this connection that you're you feel like you're being blocked from because of this person's inability to, or their decision to not go there or not be as intently deep. Okay, so this is what I got for you guys. Beautiful pile number 1. If that resonated, let me know in the comments below. And don't forget, we have 2 more piles, and then the second reading we'll be doing, which is how this person is actually seeing you. All right, so that should be interesting. And love and light. See you soon. Bye, guys. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. If you picked this beautiful stone right here, then pile number 2, this will be your reading. Now, all right, just making sure the camera was on. We will be taking a look at how you are seeing the person on your mind, okay, how you're seeing them. And then we'll be taking a look at how they think you see them. Okay, so this is a series of 2 videos. The second video I will be posting is how you think the person on your mind sees you and how they're actually seeing you. Okay, so we kind of flip it because I am curious to see how these all come out. Now, I intended this to be how you actually see the person on your mind. And this could be any person in your life. Okay, if there is anything romantic about it, we'll certainly pick it up. But this is just intended to be any connection right now, the person on your mind and how you see them. And then we'll look at how they think you see them. All right, so pre-shuffled these oracle cards, and then we'll get some tarot as well. Between Worlds with the number 3. Tegeta with 29, the aquamarine star, expression. I express my intuition with self-confidence and love. Okay, so you might be resonating as this being more your perception than this, but just kind of take what resonates here, okay? Because this is kind of how you're actually seeing this person. Healer, light attributes, passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. Shadow attributes, taking advantage of those who need help, failing to care for oneself. Phoenix. Number 35 with koala spirit. Spirit has a plan. Balance. The peacock's tail. The village. And getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay. So how you think, or how you see your person, sorry. Okay, so how you see your person. So you see your person as somebody who is very balanced when it comes to their energetic giving to other people and their acceptance of different types of people and energy. There's almost this energy coming through of somebody who is just trusting the universe to guide them through, who is driven by love, who embraces all people, who is pure of heart. And yeah, there's this heavy emphasis on trusting a divine path, or something is better out there for them. Okay, and there's also a sense of you feeling like this person has come from a place that they maybe weren't always like this, and their life experience has been challenging, where they've had to kind of rebirth themselves or put trust in something higher than themselves in order to have confidence in moving forward. But I feel like you feel like this person is very confident, very loving, and very selfless. They're very caring about other people, what they bring to other people, how they yeah, they're very self-aware, they're very nurturing, and there's an authenticity about this person, a genuineness, that they really care how other people are feeling, and that other people feel welcome, and that other people are accepted, and they see things from different perspectives, or at least they're welcoming of other people's perspectives that might not be of their own. They're very open to welcoming, yeah, things that might not be their full beliefs, or what they know to be their own values, but they are welcoming and open to other people's ways of being. I feel like they're kind of a little bit, or you feel like they feel, no, you feel like this person is a little bit of a people pleaser or welcoming to almost everyone, to the point of maybe them forgetting about themselves and then putting themselves last. And there's this having to make everybody happy, having to include everybody, having to be very, yeah, like this light energy of always doing good, not wanting to be seen in a bad light, and trusting the good in everybody, wanting to see the good in everybody, and taking the time to get to know people and being genuine, very selfless, okay? But I do feel like there is a sense of you thinking this person has a past that they weren't always like this, and they've had to maybe struggle or have a challenge in which has made them more accepting and more wanting to be more sensitive to other people's needs and be there to kind of help give service, okay? But I do feel like there is a sense of them thinking that they're maybe more balanced than they are, because they tend to put themselves last, or they don't give themselves as much as they do to other people, or as much dedication or time, or yeah. But I do feel like you feel this person is highly spiritual, or they follow a higher path, or there's a knowing, a destined knowing about them just doing the right thing will lead to good things. Okay, so this is how you see this person. Now, again, that could very well be, you know, how your person sees you if this is flipped. Just take what resonates. Okay, now this will be how this person actually thinks you see them. Okay, because this is how you see this person. This is how they think you see them. Soulmates with the number 41. Tegeta 30, the mystic, magic. I weave my magic and surrender to the universe. Dilettante, light attributes, delights in the arts without having to be a professional artist. Alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. Shadow attributes, pretension to much deeper knowledge than you actually possess. Nightingale, air energy here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, heavy air energy I'm feeling with this group for sure. Horse spirit, 33, freedom is yours. Beautiful. Wow, I really love this card. I don't think I've seen this card. Perception, gorgeous. Blue temple, the queen, and attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Okay, not far from the truth here of how you guys were seeing it. This person feels or thinks you see them. Yeah, this person thinks you see them in a very mystical type way, in which they are surrendering to a greater knowing of, again, that doing the right thing is going to lead to proper things in their life, that there is this sense of duty that they have to other people, and that they take people under their charge because they want to guide them and give them a sense of service. There's also they think you see them as somebody who might have a mysterious understanding, or no, you see them as mysterious, and them having an understanding of maybe certain topics that aren't very clear, or that other people don't really understand, like the occult, or areas that might be a little bit yeah, like mystical or yeah, the esoteric, the occult, and that they have this understanding of a spiritual understanding that kind of helps guide them, but that there is an obligation and a duty to others and being of service to others to help them, and despite whether they are aware of what this other person has gone through or experienced or has experienced themselves, in order to guide someone, they kind of do this blindly out of a love and acceptance to people, and that yeah, that you see them as this is what kind of makes them attractive. They feel like this is what makes them attractive, that you see them in a way that because of their ability to lead, their ability to be strong, their ability to help others, their ability to know about information that isn't quite known or public, that they are guided by their own spirit and sense of knowing, and that this illusion of who they're creating themselves to be based on that is attractive. Okay, now attractive doesn't necessarily have to be like in a romantic sense, but that this is what's drawing you to them, or that you find it attractive. Okay, and that this person is very free-spirited and choosing to dedicate themselves to, yeah, almost like being the leader of people in a time where people need guidance. And they do this with grace, and they do this with beauty, and they do this not really knowing, but just from a place of opening their heart up and surrendering this love to whoever it is that they're welcoming and helping, which allows for the sense of freedom. And they may feel here like you feel connected to them at a deep soul level. Okay, soulmates could certainly be family members, could be really good friends, could be romantic lovers. Soulmates could mean just somebody who is meant to be in yeah, who you've chosen to kind of learn from in this lifetime and spend a period of time with this person to either learn a lesson or just to support each other in this lifetime. So I feel like this person feels as though you feel that they're in your life to serve a purpose here. And I feel like they also feel like they're in your life to, or that you see them as someone who's in their life to help heal them, their struggles, to help support them, to help see or lead them or help them see things that might not be visible, as to where there might be pain or where there might be areas that you're not quite sure how to get through because there's an unknown or there's a mistrust in where it is that you could go. So you look to this person to lead or guide and provide support. And yeah, and there's like this sense of them always kind of knowing what to say, or even if it's not saying anything at all, how to be supportive, how to tell you kind of what you need to hear in order for you to gain belief in yourself, to move forward in any sort of situation that might be challenging or where you're hurt, or just any situation really. So yeah, I feel like it's pretty similar to the energy I was feeling there with the first part here. Okay, so let's take a look at the tarot and see if we could see some more in regards to how this person thinks you see them. All right, Spirit, thank you so much for that clear, concise message. for pile number 2. Can we please get some more in regards to how does pile number 2's person think that pile number 2 sees them? Thank you very much. And thank you so much, pile number 2, for allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy of you and your person. I am so blessed and so grateful. Shuffle here and clear and concise message here, Spirit, for pile number 2. How does our person, the person on their mind, think pile number 2 sees them? All right, so we have the Wheel of Fortune. We got the 2 of Wands. We have the 8 of Wands. We have the 2 of Pentacles. And we have the High Priestess. Yeah, wow. So I feel like this person thinks you see them as someone who is very much in control of where they are going in their life, and they're in the driver's seat of their own life and the decisions that they make and the choices that they make, and they're very they're very confident in the decisions in which they're going. And even when they have a very difficult time, or where others might have a difficult time balancing, or where there might be a challenge in balancing things out, they're very direct and in sorting through how to balance things and make the right decisions based on a knowing, based on their experience, based on their intuition, based on this understanding that they have. Can't help but notice again the rainbow here, because we were seeing there with the what was it, the peacock's tail. Okay, I feel like there's a heavy emphasis here on this person being very diverse. Like maybe they're a part of the LGBTQ community here. Okay, could very well be a thing here. I feel like this person is very accepting of diversity, and I feel like they let that kind of be their guide. And they feel, again, because this is how they think you see them, like they're guided by acceptance, by other people's diversity, that seeing the differences in others and in situations and learning lessons is what kind of guides them to move forward, and how they drive themselves, how they steer themselves in life. And although there might be challenging situations, yeah, they're able to kind of balance and keep things in balance and in check here with the 2 on either side. They're still able to navigate. Okay. Yeah, I feel there's this like steadiness about this person, even in times where things go very quickly, or where things might be moving at a pace that seems almost uncontrollable. This person seems to bring the steadiness to a situation, a sense of control. And again, we were seeing with the soulmate here, and now the Wheel of Fortune, there's something that they feel that you think this is kind of destined, or that your paths were destined to meet. Yeah, so let's get some advice here for you, pile number 2. We have 21, Divine Feminine. Wow, the frequency of Divine Feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. So yeah, there's this love, this feminine type love here, this energy. I feel like maybe knowing this person has allowed you to tap more into your feminine energy, or tap into how you love others, how the love you carry is transmuted or reflected onto others, how you engage in your life. Discernment with the number 20. The frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. Yeah, I was almost sensing too, there is this level of this person almost going, this might not be the right terminology, but kind of along the lines of them going down with the ship, or them being so dedicated to a mission vision of another who might just be, and not just be, but somebody who maybe they aren't invested in, but they're very committed and dedicated, where I feel like there is this, almost this need to discern where this energy is best invested. And maybe you have, I feel like you have an awareness of it, and I feel like this person maybe isn't as aware, or doesn't have as much discernment, and could potentially lead to them being completely open to situations in which maybe is not for their best, for their best calling. And maybe you have a sense of understanding that that is something that this person might be blind to, or at least maybe this is kind of how you're coming from a place of discernment, whereas this person's just completely open. So maybe Spirit is putting this person in your life to release maybe some discernment you had, or maybe you had more of a guarded energy of who to trust and where to go. But I do feel like this person's just like completely out there, like there's almost zero discernment. And maybe you're on the opposite end, because we do have the twos here. Maybe you came from a place, or coming from a place of heavy discernment, okay, where you're more restricted and more cautious and more guarded, and maybe a little bit more you would need to experience a sort of energy before inputting or moving forward, whereas this person just kind of moves forward with a certainty that whatever kind of is meant to come to them will. But I feel like there is almost a sense of almost being blind about it, okay? But maybe this is how they function. All right. So Miracle with the number 33. Ooh, we were seeing 33. Maybe a lot of you guys are seeing the 333. Which one was it now again? We have 3 there. We have 35. And then there was 33 here with the horse spirit. Freedom is yours. Yeah, so 33, Miracle. The frequency of miracle supports our belief in ourselves as part of source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible. Yeah, I feel like there's this this person, or at least they perceive you to think that, yeah, there's nothing that could stop this person, and that there's this ability to accomplish miracles just in having belief in other people and situations, almost even like a blind belief, because again, there's trust in source. All right, so maybe this is opening you up to this miracles, opening up your discernment, opening you up to your divine feminine, and maybe that's why we're getting soulmates. Maybe this is kind of the karmic lesson that this person is in your life for. Maybe you're kind of on the opposite end of that. And this is kind of like a karmic lesson or a destined lesson here, or at least maybe this is how they see it. Okay, so take whatever resonates here. I love doing your reading. We have 2 more piles. If you haven't checked them out, you can go ahead and do that. And we will have another reading after this that I will post in regards to how you think your person, or the person on your mind, sees you, and how they're actually seeing you. Okay, so we're going to flip the script and see what comes out. So thank you so much, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye. Hello, my super fabulous pile number 3. If you picked this beautiful stone right here, super light. I don't know what kind of stone this is, but it is really light. Okay. We'll take a look at how you actually see the person on your mind. Okay, how you're seeing them, and then how they think you see them, coming from their perspective. And it could very well be flip-flopped, your perspective of how you think they see you. Okay, so just take what resonates, but I'll be posting another video right after this, which will be about how your person actually sees you and how you think they see you. So it'll be kind of flipped. But right now, this is how you are seeing the person on your mind. Now, this doesn't have to be a romantic connection. If there is anything like that, I will try to pick it up, but we'll just read energy as it's sitting, and let's get into it. So I pre-picked these, or I pre-shuffled, I should say, these oracles. Have not looked at them, and then we'll do a bit of tarot as well. Okay, so Observer with the number 49. Pleon, Mother of the Sea with the number 44. Goddess, I surrender to the boundless creative flow of the ocean. Damsel, light attributes, understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. Shadow attributes, waiting for a knight to provide for you, seduction by romantic illusion. Peacock spirit, let it shine with the number 46. All right. Oyster. Creation. Sun. Wow. Sun and peacock. The creator. Wow, and the creation. That's amazing. And stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Okay, so how you are perceiving this person. So I feel like you're perceiving this person as absolutely spontaneous, proud, loud, and joyful. Okay, with the sun, that's also the creator. Okay, like this is somebody who is able to who's very imaginative, creative, but also very proud and very prideful, very showy. Okay, I'm getting heavy Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy here. Somebody who is confident, who isn't scared to show off, show their creations. There's this side of them that is very deep, and they allow themselves to put themselves out there, and or their work. Okay, if they are like a painter or a writer or a singer or an artist of sorts, they put their work out there. And I feel like for a lot of them, I feel like you see them as somebody who maybe is also closed off at times, and that maybe a lot of people don't see the true depths of this person. Okay, and the fact that we have sun and then talking about optimism here, I feel like this person might come in with a level of optimism or confidence as a face that they wear. But there is this sense about this person that you feel like they are also holding back, and you feel like they are very deep, but they are also there's something kind of missing, or that they're waiting for, or they're seeing something about their life or their situation that they're wanting more, or they're needing something that's not quite happening for them. Okay, it could very well be someone to love them deeply, somebody to match their level of creation, give to them or reach the depths of how they feel and how creative they are. But there's also this sense of them being guarded when it comes to that side of themselves, even though there's a knowing here that, or at least you feel that they want something more. Okay, and maybe they put on a show, or a little bit, they put on a show, not necessarily a mask, but they wear this confidence about them in what they deliver. So it could very well be how they dress, or how they act, or how they show up. Okay, for some of you guys, but for others, maybe this person is genuinely quiet and fairly reserved, but through their art and through their creations, they express themselves in a very showy and put themselves out there way, okay, like very opposite from how you know them to be. And what you're seeing in their art or their creations and how they dress or how they're reflecting themselves to the world is a desire that is deep within them of who they truly want for themselves or how they want themselves to be, that they feel like maybe they aren't quite like that. So let's say, for example, if their art is very loud and proud, there's somebody who is fairly shy and reserved, okay, and if they dress kind of loud and proud, could very well be this persona they put on to kind of guard people from maybe entering into their emotions, from feeling the deep sense of emotions that they feel. And maybe there is this once you kind of maybe get through some of their, I'm picking up like heavy second house type energy here, how they're showing up in the world versus really how they are as a person. I feel like there's two different sides to this person, or at least you feel that. And the other side is a little bit more reserved, a little bit more cautious, and they kind of take things in, and they're a little bit skeptical, or at least there's this desire to fully understand or fully see something before they accept it. Okay. This card, I don't know if you see this person as kind of being a hopeless romantic, but in reality, in their art or how they show up, they are pretty confident or have this confidence about them. Or they could wear this I'm a hopeless romantic type, but yet you see them as somebody who is very loud and proud and beautiful, and but they feel like maybe they're not deserving. It's not even deserving, but maybe like they're searching for something that they feel like they haven't found or is not for them or they can't find, and they're really, I feel like for a lot of you guys, maybe they're trying to wait for or look for or feel like there's something that they haven't yet been able to get for themselves, and maybe they're kind of losing hope, but yet you see somebody who is confident, who is very much alive, who probably has like a slew of people and social circles, friends, and opportunity in front of them. But the reality is this person is fairly closed and reserve their deep emotions or their true self for intimate connections. Okay. And this person, you see them as somebody who's always who's always creating, okay, and allows other people to enjoy in their creations. They bring the sense of sharing of the light side of earth and the beautiful things and the enriched things. Maybe they're very extravagant and like the lap of luxury, and they show this side of themselves, but there's a side of themselves that is lonely or missing, or okay, so this is how you see this person. Now let's get into how they think you see them. Again, you can flip the energy if that more sounded like how you think your person sees you, but this will be how they think you see them. Okay, so we have Go the Distance with the number 47. We have the number 1 with Maya, the ancient grandmother. Teacher, I am the teacher that leads with self-knowledge. Seeker, light attribute, thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. Shadow attribute, inability to commit to a path once found. Interesting with the seeker, and in yours, you're getting the observer. Very similar. All right. Giraffe spirits, see the big picture with the number 29. codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. The heart. The number 31. Forgiveness. And wise salt. Wow. Goes with ancient grandmother for sure. And deer with earth energy here. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Okay. So I feel like there are some similarities here, or at least some parallels as to what you were perceiving them and how they think you perceive them. I feel like this person thinks you see them as somebody who, yeah, is a go-getter, will kind of stop at nothing to go after what they want, and they're always trying to find either another level of self or something else that is going to bring them more knowledge, more joy, more understanding. But they feel like maybe you think that they're kind of dealing with situations kind of more on a minuscule level, where they're not seeing the big picture of what is actually going on in their life and around them. That there is a sense of maybe being dependent on what they're putting their energy to on a day in, day out basis, rather than seeing who they are as a whole. They're more focused on an area of their life maybe that they don't have as much control over, or an area of their life where they're that side of them that was lonely, or that side of them that was seeking something they feel like they're empty or don't have, and that they're not seeing the greatness that they do bring to this world through their art and their creation. They feel like you feel like they have a big heart here, okay, that they're very loving, but that they're really intelligent here with this wise salt and this self-knowledge and teacher. This is somebody who is able to come to any situation and provide knowledge and experience and wisdom to a situation to help others. And there's always something about this person that sees things from a different perspective, that is very wise and very intelligent. And sometimes this person might be torn between, or how they think you see them, heart over mind, because their intelligence, their ability to create and be in that world sometimes shuts them out from their emotions or how they feel in their heart, or they're kind of living these two different sides of themselves, and they're kind of more going with or running with the side that they feel more comfortable in, which I believe is more in their mind than it is in their heart. And with this forgiveness card, maybe there is a part of them that feels that they've haven't shown up in a way to you that maybe you were expecting them maybe to be more vulnerable with their heart space. They feel like there's this, you see them as someone who maybe was a little bit fearful or standoffish and closed to allowing you to enter a heart space and keep you more in the mental space, okay? Out of maybe their codependency on more of this type of stuff that they could control, rather than opening their heart to something that they might not be able to control. It's funny because the look on this giraffe and the look on this deer is very similar. So maybe your person has this type of a look, almost like gentle and unsuspecting. And I feel like there is this there's this like pause that they have to questioning when it comes to something that touches their heart, or something deeper than just yeah, like something that deals with more of self-knowledge, and yeah, or they feel like you're expecting something, but that you forgive them for maybe not allowing themselves to engage in letting anyone in their heart. Okay. I feel like they feel like you trust that they are, it's coming through heavy that you feel like they wouldn't abandon you and they wouldn't leave, and they're kind of there to the end, despite maybe there being some question, despite maybe there being some hesitation, despite them not knowing what the outcome might be even. Yeah, so let's take a look at the tarot and see what we see. So thank you so much, Spirit, for that clear and concise message. So can we please take a look at pile number 3's person and how they think pile number 3 sees them? Thank you so much. So we have the 4 of Wands. What else, Spirit? Thank you so much, pile number 3, for allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy of you and your person. I'm so blessed and grateful. All right, 4 of Wands, Death. The Lovers. The 6 of Swords. And one more card here, Spirit. Page of Swords. Okay. I feel like, again, because this is how your person thinks you see them. Like they are choosing. I feel like you think that they're choosing their passions and going after something else rather than maybe coming together with you and building something with you or having a stability with you, that they're choosing to maybe put an end or transform themselves in a way that allows them to embrace or go after something else because it's easier for them to maybe move away from pains that are difficult for them to manage and focus on areas that maybe is a little bit easier for them to maintain. And the Page of Swords here talks about somebody who is still kind of learning in that page energy, but Swords is truth, and both talk about communication and an understanding and curiosity. So I feel like this person thinks that there is a curiosity towards them maybe even moving away from being in that mental headspace and choosing to take a look at opening their heart space up so that they could come together here in this unity. Okay, so it could be both ways, but I feel like there is this motion that I'm feeling here. So either your person is leaving a state in which they are comfortable with to transform, to get a look at something else that might bring them deeper meaning, or that they've chosen to stick to something that they... No, I feel more heavy that this person thinks that you're seeing them as someone who is going to shift away from maybe how they've been more focused towards maybe making the choice of settling down or coming together or building a home or having like unity. Now this could be with you, or it could just be all together here. Okay, like being more focused on what they could build for their future here and being a little bit more receptive to it than they have in the past with this transformation. Okay, so let's get some advice here for you before we wrap up for pile number 3. Thank you so much, Spirit, for that. Can we get some advice here for beautiful pile number 3. Oh yeah, and we have some Scorpio and some Gemini here, okay? So that might be significant in the birth chart for you or this person. Prosperity with the number 36. The frequency of prosperity supports our feeling of well-being by allowing the inclusion of everything that makes our body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit sing. It invites us to express ourselves in joy and celebration of the abundance and riches that the universe provides. Wow, maybe some of your people sing here. Okay, maybe that was part of their creative expression here with prosperity. But I feel like this is talking about all areas like body, mind, heart, soul, spirit, sing. I feel like maybe there was an exclusion here of a side that this person was... Because, yeah, I did feel like there was a need to address, or at least a recognition that there was a need to address heart issues. So maybe this person hasn't been feeding their heart or their soul fully, and maybe there's recognition on your part about this. Discernment with the number 20. The frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. Yeah, so maybe it's easy to get pulled into other people energetically here, but I feel like we can certainly have balance in detaching ourselves from maybe an area of someone who, you know, we can love from afar, and use our discernments and what's healthy. And I feel like for you guys, maybe there's this side of this person that they're still trying to figure out, that maybe is reflecting on maybe your own sense of worth or something like that is kind of coming through. Okay, but certainly it should not impact your own self-worth if somebody is still navigating through or figuring out that side of them. So we have sacral chakra. Wow, this is totally where creativity comes from, because there's so much creativity in this pile. Very heavy Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy for creative energy. Okay, the frequency of the sacral chakra, the orange flower of life, supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our life. So I feel like this person might be extremely creative and very focused on their creative side at the neglect maybe, or the at the neglect or the shutting down of other areas that maybe need to be fed as well. Because I mean, yes, it's important to be creative, but there's like body, mind, heart, soul, spirit, a whole slew of this person that maybe they haven't been totally embracing here. And since this is for your advice here, I feel like maybe this person is allowing you to be more in your creative manifestations here by being able to tap into your own desires and your own ability to create and manifest what you want in abundance in your own life through this person, or maybe you engage in this person's art or creations or songs or poems or writings or So this is beautiful energy, you guys. I really enjoyed this reading so much. I hope you guys did too. Leave a comment, leave a like. Don't forget to check out the second video I will be posting today about how you think this person or the person on your mind sees you and how they actually see you. So I'll be flipping that around. All right. So thank you so much. Leave a like, leave a comment if this resonated. I am curious to hear. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.